Alright, so what's up non-microtransactions buyers? Today we have pretty good news, but a couple of sad news like lying around and one major bad news, okay? Activision, they're seeing paper, they got their eyes on that money. We got one bad news and that's a major yikes, and although it's a pretty uncertain news, like we do not know what's gonna come out of that news, right? Like it sounds pretty bad, but we still do not know like how bad it will be. Maybe it's not even gonna be that bad. I'm gonna talk about it, but it definitely sounds very bad, and I gotta be real, like the amount of information coming out has been pretty amazing. We have been covering everything regarding this game on the channel, and every single piece of information has been pretty dope, but now finally some bad news, and I don't know, man. I want to get right into it, and I want to start off with probably this, and this is probably the saddest news ever. We're hearing that there will be no campaign gameplay, and that was pretty hard, you see. And after I heard the devs say this,
I don't believe that's in the cards, because again, we're doing an alpha, we're doing a beta.
Yeah.
Joe can talk obviously a lot more about that. I mean, we're gonna have crossplay in Call of Duty for the first time ever.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil the entire game before you get your hands on it. No single player demo, but we'll show you some gameplay, and we'll show you a big chunk of kind of the setup of the story real soon.
And bro, after hearing this, I got the biggest dopamine crash. My testosterone levels went down. I'm seeing a major decline, a major loss. I feel a little bit soft. I was pretty hard for the campaign gameplay, not gonna lie, but honestly, I like their approach. It's not necessarily a bad news, but I feel like that they are contradicting themselves, right? They were like, we don't want to spoil too much, we don't want to reveal too much, and I like that approach. I'm a pretty big fan of, hey, don't let people play too much of your game before launch, right? Don't let them play too much, but reveal some stuff, like release information, release gameplay. Don't do this to the homies, and I feel like that they're contradicting themselves, because I want to present you this leak right here. Now, it is coming from the Gaming Revolution. Big shout out to him. And speaking of leaks, I got pretty big amount of leaks. Now, the Gaming Revolution has a source, and he introduced me to the source, and I'll be speaking with that leaker. Shout out to the Gaming Revolution. He has been pretty spot on. There's no denying that, and I should be having a pretty big leak video coming soon, so definitely subscribe and notifications, smash like if you have been enjoying these update videos. But the Gaming Revolution says this: it's about 70% on multiplayer and is around 60 gigabytes. Now I want to talk about this. If you got like 1 megabytes per download speed, kiss it goodbye. You're not gonna be able to play this beta. I've seen countless amount of people say that they began downloading the alpha on Friday. Saturday rolled around. Nope. Sunday rolled around. They were still downloading the beta, right? And they weren't able to play. Yes, there were some people, I've seen comments over people who just couldn't download it, and I'm gonna be sending you some virtual good karma. I hope you're able to download, but just know this: that was 36 gigs. This is almost double, 60 gigabytes. If you were someone who couldn't finish downloading the alpha, sorry for laughing. It's kind of funny actually, but I know it's not funny for people who are experiencing that. Like, if you weren't able to finish downloading the alpha, yo, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. And if you're on Xbox, you don't want to be that guy who starts pre-downloading, and guess what? The beta ends and you're still stuck downloading the beta, right? So get some Ethernet cables, and I'm sending some good karma your way. But the Gaming Revolution says that the beta will be about 70% on multiplayer. You see what I'm saying? And the homie put it best. 70% is a lot. And I'm like, somebody give this man a Benjamin, bro. I am not a fan of this. We've seen similar stuff happen with Black Ops 4, Call of Duty WW2, where they give us too much in the beta, and obviously PS4 players have already experienced that alpha thing, and they were dropping new maps. We have experienced like 5 new maps, 2 game modes, and it is good. Like, I want to play it, like, no complaints about it, but my thing here is that if they give us this much in the beta, I don't think it's a smart move. I don't think it's a smart move. Give us like 20%, maybe even 30%, but don't go all out. Like, don't go above 50%. 70% I feel like is too much. Infinity Ward, listen to me, don't do this. I think it's gonna negatively impact the game, but who knows, it may not, right? If the game is good, it may not, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying, that's my biggest concern. Scratching my head, as you guys can see. But on the other hand though, a homie by the name of Josh the Gamer, who was definitely low on calories, because he said the following: so one of the devs just said in an interview with the Game Informer that there is no battle royale. Big fat L to Gaming Rev. Lol. And Ryan B came out of nowhere, started flexing, and you can see like his words. And I mean, the homie went in. We even got our dot at the end. He finished the phrase like tak. And obviously it looks like that Ryan B no-life that interview. I still have to no-life it. I haven't had time to watch the whole interview. It's an hour-long interview. But Ryan B said this.
To be exact, they said, "We love BR. It won't fit in the box," implying something post-launch.
So there it is, folks, and I honestly want to see Battle Royale, and according to the Gaming Revolution and his source, we're gonna be getting Battle Royale, and even Mr. Long Sensation said it, who has been my source, and he was the reason. Like, if you're, I'm not sure for how long you have been subscribed to my channel, but I was like literally the first guy to broke the news that it's not gonna be called Modern Warfare 4 on YouTube. Obviously, that information was provided to me by Mr. Long Sensation, and even he is saying that we're gonna have Battle Royale, but early 2020. It's gonna be a free mode, and I'm all for it. I think that's great news because it's not gonna be made by Infinity Ward, it's gonna be made by Raven. So people who want multiplayer to be supported and campaign to be supported and spec ops to be supported, I mean, they're gonna be able to support that, and then later on when the game is kind of feeling dry and people are not firing enough dopamine, they're gonna release Battle Royale, and I personally think that's pretty smart, and I'm totally cool with it, right? So that's pretty good news, but let me know your thoughts below. But on the other hand though, I'm not sure how many of you guys are into rank play, but we're hearing that rank play may not be in Modern Warfare at launch. And honestly, bro, honestly, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know. I think that's a pretty good news, and by the looks of it, like, they're not gonna be having it on launch, but they're gonna have it later on. Now, how later on, that's the real question. Is it gonna be like 6 months later, like Black Ops 4? Is it gonna be 1 year later? Is it gonna be like a decade later? Is it gonna be a century later? We do not know, but it feels like that it may come out later on, but that's just another question for another day. But I'm personally not really a big rank play guy. I don't like being hooked on G Fuel. I just like drinking simple water, guys. So for me, it's not really a deal breaker. But on the other hand though, before we get into that bad news, additional details were revealed regarding crossplay for Modern Warfare, and we're hearing that there will be aim assist for controllers on PC, so that's a pretty good news. Strictly peripheral based matchmaking at launch, maybe not in the beta because they want to collect data. Also, no opt-out for PC controller versus console controller right now. It's a possibility due to FOV advantage. And if you're in a party consisting of MKB and controller, I'm not sure what's MKB, so somebody let me know in the comments below. But if you are in a party consisting of MKB and controller, you will be put into lobbies with both as well. So it looks like that it's a pretty good news. Obviously, mouse keyboard. I think MKB is mouse and keyboard. I could be wrong. Cross progression is being worked on, but they haven't nailed it down exactly, and therefore they do not know if they will have it. Bro, somebody at Infinity Ward, listen to me. We need that. I think cross progression is gonna be pretty dope. Like, I personally would love to play on PC with a controller, right? With PS4 players and Xbox players. Obviously, crossplay is gonna be a big thing. And if you connect your controller on PC, boom, you do not have to play against PC master race sweats, right? You can still play with console master race sweats, right? And I'm pretty okay with that. And let's say like you're playing on PC, you're like rank 20, and then you go back on your console and you're rank 10 where you left off. Obviously, you're gonna get that huge dopamine crash, right? So Infinity Ward, don't do this. We want to be satisfied. Cross progression needs to be in the game. Also, we're hearing that Ground W is gonna be in the beta. Yes, I cannot say certain words, I do apologize, but Ground W mode will be playable in the Modern Warfare beta, and yes, that's a pretty good news. And I quote,
They were asked about the more than 100 player mode called Ground W for the beta, and have now confirmed that it will be present in the beta in Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
so yeah, it's gonna be in the beta, and to be honest, I'm all for it. I think that we deserve that. We deserve that Ground W. But at the same time though, like, is it gonna be too much? I think that they're gonna have 6v6 too, right? I think they're gonna have 10v10 too. They're gonna have 20 versus 20. They're gonna have this mode, probably gonna be 32 versus 32 or 100 players. We're not 100% sure. And I know why they're doing this. Obviously, having too much in the beta will actually help them sell the game more, and I understand where they're coming from. And if I were in their shoes, I probably would have done the same thing. But at the same time though, I feel like that's gonna bite them later down the road, or maybe not, because the final game is gonna have campaigns, spec off, survival, and stuff like that, and it's gonna have more stuff too. But I don't know, I feel like having too much in the beta is not a good idea. But that's just me though. Let me know your thoughts below. But on to the bad news, everybody. If you're standing up, sit down, hug your loved ones, don't sleep. We're hearing that weapons will be added to Modern Warfare post-launch, but devs say no comment on how. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I want to show you guys the homie's response as well. This is a yikes. Number one, why this is good is, I mean, the homie put it best. At least they are transparent and honest. And yes, that's why yesterday when they were talking about microtransactions, they were like, we're gonna release that information later on. And I was like, yo, that's pretty good. Obviously, I'm not like a fan of microtransactions. I'm not pro microtransactions all of the sudden. But the reason I was saying that's a pretty good news is because no other Call of Duty studio have done that, right? And Infinity Ward was like, you know what? We're gonna talk about microtransactions very soon. So, you know, credit where it's due. But this is, I see a little bit of hesitation. Like, weapons will be added. Yeah, we already knew about it. They will be added post-launch, but devs said no comment on how. Number one, they're not sure how they're gonna add it, right? Like, it's not finalized. Understandable. Secondly, it's gonna be in supply drops, and Activisions are gonna get their schlongs involved because obviously money, everybody, money. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm hoping the system is like Infinite Warfare, where they reward you for that grind factor, and you can also buy them, and I hope like the system is fair. But one of the questions was about post-launch weapon in Modern Warfare, and Joe, the multiplayer designer, confirmed that they will be adding weapons to the game post-launch, a standard thing now for Call of Duty over the recent years. However, as part of the interview, the Infinity Ward team did not comment on exactly how it will be added post-launch. The biggest concerns fans have with Call of Duty, and I'm like, somebody give some Benjamins to Activision. I feel like that if you give them Benjamins, they will be more greedy, right? Because money, everybody, money. And honestly, I'm not sure. And here's the thing though, this has been a trend. Whenever something isn't true, they flat out deny it. They're like, no, that's fake. No, that's not happening. But whenever something is like, you know, like, if, for example, take Battle Royale. They never denied it. They were asked that question a million times, and they came out multiple times and said that no comment, maybe, you know, this and that. We're not working on it at the moment, you know, keyword at the moment. They have been saying stuff like that, and this time they're like, no comment. And every time they say stuff like that, you know something is coming. And I am pretty concerned because this is what the homies have been saying, doing in-game challenges to unlock new weapons. Like, if you agree with me, gonna drop a fat like on this one. Homies are like, supply drops. Homies are like, give them to us for free, Infinity Ward, like you did in Infinite Warfare, since we don't have a season pass. If you don't, ouch. Exactly, man, that was the best way, and I wouldn't understand why they wouldn't do it again if it was done already once in their previous Call of Duty with no problem. And I think, you know, this is like the biggest theory out there, and I actually agree with this theory. I think that's plausible because the thing is that Infinite Warfare I know some people like it. I'm not gonna get my schlongs involved. I didn't like it in the beginning, but now looking back, it was pretty odd. Like, IW Zombies was pretty good, right? And I feel like that if the game was as popular as Black Ops 3, Activision would have their schlongs involved. Like, we would have had the worst microtransaction system, but the thing was that the game just didn't do as well, and obviously they bundled Modern Warfare Remastered with it, so they were making Benjamins like that. So in a way, they still kind of made money, right? They still made money. But this time, Modern Warfare is a different story. Number one, it's Modern Warfare. Number two, fans' reception has been pretty good so far. I'm really excited for the game, but yeah, a little bit concerned. But this time, you know, the tables have turned, and this time it's different. So I think the system can be not fair. That is pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more. I'm gonna keep you all in the loops. Check out some other videos on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.